siebie. Bałem o tylko byt. Przyjaciół dużo miałem, bo śpiewałem i grałem. Tak czas upływał mi. Lecz tak jak w każdym życiu coś wydarzyć musi się. Na mojej drodze stanął Pan. Pokazał cel, teraz do niego kroczyć chcę. Choć czasem bardzo ciężko jest, wtedy gitarę zawsze mam. Mogę śpiewać, mogę grać, podwójnie modlić się. Jezu, bądź zawsze ze mną. Kocham Cię całym sercem. Ty miałeś mi nadzieję. Chcę żyć tylko dla Ciebie. Zdaję sobie sprawę z tego, że nie jestem święty. Choć do świętości tęskno. Przede mną długa droga, ostre zakręty. Ta droga to Jezus nasz Pan. Jezu, bądź zawsze ze mną. Kocham Cię całym sercem. Ty miałeś mi nadzieję. Chcę żyć tylko dla Ciebie.
Hi everybody, this is Ring Team. Today we're gonna speak about John Paul II. We're gonna speak about a lot of things, but we don't have that much time, so we're gonna try to make it simple, quick, and efficient. So the question of today that is on the public debate is: was John Paul II aware of what was happening in the church? Means some priors being deviant and some huge troubles and huge problems with the population, the Polish population. And it has reached a situation now where the opposition is now trying to change the I'm not saying changing the fact, but manipulating the facts and saying, he knew and he didn't do anything. So let's try to analyze that. The role of John Paul II was to reach the top, to become Pope, to become the Polish Pope, and to make communism fall. And he succeeded. And actually, this is something that no one can contest, and that everybody should understand. On the other side, to reach that goal, it needs to, I'm not saying omit the facts, he never omitted the facts, and he always tried to stay the most pure and the most reliable partner of the Polish citizens, and he's our Pope, and he's somebody who is um, um, highly appreciated, but also highly hated for the fact that he induced the fall of communism. So actually, the question is, and there are two questions here to answer to this debate. The first question is, did he have the choice? And here, I'm not saying everybody has the choice to say no, no, I refuse, and etc. But if you say it at a price level, you have no chance to win. However, if you say it at a pop level, you have a chance to win. So that's the first point. And in order to reach the top, you need to, let's say, uh, I've heard that also on my personal life, some people who said Zamknij sometimes, and that's true. That sometimes I want to speak about things that I am showing that are impacting every one of us, every one of the Polish citizens, and I see this injustice, and this lack of coherence, this lack of sprawiedliwość, also of freedom, of justice. And this is something that is, of course, for everybody. And this is something that is really important. And you cannot live with a situation where there is some kind of injustice, right? However, if you want to be performant and if you want to do structural things, you cannot focus on individual cases, and you need to reach the top. In order to reach the top, you need to gain the trust and the confidence of some people who actually do not are not worth that that trust, right? So, or you make a huge revolution. And to be honest, I've not seen that much people in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, where John Paul II was not yet Pope. He was still Karol Wojtyła. I've not seen that much people in Poland, from what I heard and what I've seen from history, who contested the facts, who said, we really want to end up this regime. And John Paul II said, we're going to hand it up. So, the first answer is, it might sound cruel and it might sound really hard for victims of pedophilia, of other things to say that. But in order to reach the top, you cannot, let's say, uh, report every case. I'm doing that most of the time, and every time I see something, I see a case, and that is not legal, not related to what it should, and I am reporting it. But I also see the effects that I am losing credibility, I am losing trust, I am losing support, etc. Because people are saying, okay, he's saying that, but nothing is happening. And there is something that the communists love to do is to say, you can say whatever you want, it should be as it is right now. Żeby było, tak było. And John Paul II shows us that if you can reach the top, you can change things fundamentally, and you can end up that. He did that with communism. So definitely this is something that can be done. So that's the first point. The second point is on the let's say international relations and on the situation. Um, the latest, I mean, the next Pope that succeeded John Paul II and Pope Benedict the 16th also said, well, there are some problems and there are some troubles in the church. If you want to understand and if you want to, let's say, rebuild the church, you cannot. It's like you need to fight smartly. You cannot fight blank at blank point and say you're down, you're down, you're down, you're down, because everybody is going to be against you. So yeah, you need to be smart. You need to have a strategy. And I would like to remember every of us that strategy means time and means sacrifice. From what everybody remembers, even knowing the truth, the Allied needed almost 4 years to build this huge overlord corporation. And a lot of people are saying, yeah, they knew they didn't do anything, right? Of course they knew. Of course they did something. They put the army in state of war. They trained people. They trained grants on the ground. They trained intelligence officers. They trained everybody, and they built some dry docks. And they built a navy that has been uncompared in the world since then. And they built a lot of things, but it takes time. And in this time, the erosion of the faith is critical to monitor, to measure, and to understand. Um, People lose faith because they see no progress. They see nothing is happening. They see that their case is not heard. Um, I'm saying to them right now, and it's not that the case is not heard, but it requires structural, fundamental changes that take a lot of time. Of course, those who want to destroy the church will definitely use that and say they know, they knew, they didn't do anything. So let's return that argument. Everybody knew, everybody knew. Where are the arguments? Where are the proofs? Of course, there are proofs. Of course, there are some evidence. Of course, there are some trials and there are some responsibility to be taken, but based on evidence and proofs. So, where are the proofs? Where are the proofs of pedophilia in the church or in other actor or other environments? Well, we kind of know where they are, right? So, what I am saying right now is that we need to be strong, we need to have faith, and we need to go further. We need to have a goal. The goal shall be the truth, and the goal shall be the uh, powerful, proactive help to people. We need to help them rebuild, and it cannot be done by hiding the truth. So, yes, definitely, the church has something to do with that. But it cannot do it alone, and it needs both the victims, it needs both the perpetrators, willingly or unwillingly, forced or not forced. Let's remember there was a special department to invigilate and to take down riots and nuns all over Poland and all over the communist states. So, yeah, that's true. There is a responsibility of the church. And later on, I'm going to put one picture of Cardinal Jewish who holds me in his hands. So definitely there is a responsibility of the church. This responsibility is not neglected, is not hidden, is not avoided. But this responsibility comes with our own responsibility. Are we responsible enough to say we're gonna stop hiding the truth? We're gonna stop hiding what some organization or some people are doing wrong, and we're gonna start building Poland based on its foundations, based on religion, based on culture, based on education, based on knowledge, based on truth and wisdom. Yes, we can. Definitely. I believe in it. So the Christian is, was John Paul II aware of it? Well, he was, definitely. He couldn't not have known the truth. But some choices were made by him and with him to reach the top and to change things from the top. So trust in our one of our modern founding fathers was Joseph Pilsudski, with Cardinal Wyszynski. Um, they shall be remembered, they shall be protected, and um, they shall be explained somehow. Choices are difficult, and I truly understand victims might say, well, this is still not acceptable. Of course, there is this wybaczamy i prosimy o wybaczenie, which means we forgive and we ask for forgiveness. It takes time, it takes a lot of will, a lot of strength, and it will take many generations. During this time, there will be a lot of information warfare. There will be a lot of troubles. There will be a lot of things going on. But together, we can protect Poland, we can protect our citizens, and we can protect our founding fathers. So let's enjoy this group and this band that I discovered today, which is quite really interesting. I mean, quite interesting or really interesting. And you make your choice, but definitely they have something to be promoted. And so I'm gonna put the link in the comments, and let's enjoy that. See you, and keep having faith. John Paul II is somebody who was, is, and will be somebody really important for us, for Poland, and this is something that we cannot neglect or negotiate. So the first track was on powołanie, which means um, kind of sacerdotum of, or the thing that makes you engage into some huge quest, life quest, and here the quest to become pope and the quest to become a churchman, a priest. This is something that we often forget, but that is really strong, that is somehow extreme, and that takes a lot of time, a lot of will, a lot of resources, and a lot of people of goodwill around us. I'm not exactly going to be a priest because I have other plans in life, and I need to ask somebody what she thinks about it. But definitely, I remember John Paul II is somebody really important in my life as a Pole, as a citizen of Poland, and I will never change that. So, have a great day, and the next song will be about love, about God, about um, things that um, sometimes are tested or are God's test in our lives. We need to hold on. It's it's not gonna be like really uh, easy, but we can do it together. Stay positive, stay strong, and go on. Carry on. Never surrender. We are the Poles. we never surrender.
Ten dźwięk.
Słowo, w które wierzyć naprawdę chcesz. Co było na początku, przez które wszystko, co jest, stało się.
To Jezus nasz Pan, On nadzieję nam dał, więc nie lękaj się, bo On o tym wie, że chcesz wierzyć naprawdę. Chrystus światłem jest, ciemność Go nie ogarnie, światło przyjąć chciej, tej światłości wierz. Kiedyś ktoś chciał przekonać Cię, że nie ma Boga, że wszystko, co jest, z pustki wzięło się. W pustce skończy się, zwątpiłeś i było ci źle, lecz nie lękaj się, bo On o tym wie, że chcesz wierzyć naprawdę. Chrystus światłem jest, ciemność Go nie ogarnie, światło przyjąć chciej, tej światłości wierz. Gdybyś wiarę jak ziarnko gorczycy miał, mógłbyś góry przenosić, mógłbyś nakazać drzewu, ruszaj w dal, mógłbyś wszystko uprosić, wszak to obiecał nam Pan, więc nie lękaj się, bo On o tym wie, że chcesz wierzyć naprawdę. Chrystus światłem jest, ciemność Go nie ogarnie, światło przyjąć chciej, tej światłości wierz, tej światłości wierz, tej światłości wierz.